Welcome everyone. Race number 8.
Go!
Race number 8 tonight. 50 laps Daytona trucks. Big season heating up here. We've had 7 great races. Tonight we're logging the good old 50 laps here at the Daytona. I'm Robert Warrens up in the booth alongside Chris Schusler, here to give you the most action that you possibly could handle tonight for race number 8. Chris, how are you feeling? Because I'm feeling great. I'm feeling bougie.
I'm so excited!
Does that answer your question?
I mean, with the straightest face ever, yes, it does.
Couldn't be more excited. No, this is going to be a great race. Let me see what you have on tap here. This is going to be a fun race. We're at Daytona. We all love Daytona, and I think it's going to be just super exciting. There's us in the booth, and here's us live on screen. We look great, and why don't you give us all the deets for the race and go over the starting grid, and let's get fired up and do it.
Yeah, let's do it. We got 28 trucks in the field. Sometimes I like to say cars, but they're really trucks. And taking a look at our grid as we pop this down, Wednesday night's winner is Barker, and then in that second spot is Waffles. Viken in third. In fourth is Schroeder. In fifth is Seabrands and Parson. In seventh is Ledford, and eighth is Sanchez. Decker grabs ninth with Giordano on his outside. Row 6 is Steven Shue and Josh Fox. Row 7 is Welding and Dan Park. Row 8 is Don Francesco and Foster. Row 9 is Overstreet and Mintner. Row 10, Tolleson and Richardson. Row 11 is Hogue and Hurst. Row 12 is Moore and Warrens. Row 13, Steele and Copperthorne. Row 14 is Straminsky and Wagner. And that's going to be our field, Chris. We're coming down the backstretch here. I'm going to pull up the points really quick with our mediocre broadcasting here. And, as season 10 is coming to the end, really, we're over halfway for the Wagner's Welding Super Speedway Series. We've got an intense battle up front, and really only 21 points separate the top 5 right now with the drop weeks considered. So, tonight's a deciding factor. Race number 9 is another, just like every race counts. So I don't know.
It's kind of like last season. It went down to the end. Everyone was pretty close in points up until the last race, and this season is delivering that same action. So, we will find out. We're getting close to the end, but these drivers, at least like you said, the top 5 are pretty close in points.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to start kind of watching them as the race progresses. So once we refine some of that mediocre broadcasting, we're going to be bringing in some of those drivers in the top 5 so you can see them where they are in the field as they kind of wind down through the night. But the green is out. We're fired off. Barker goes to the back of the field. Levy gets a good start on the bottom in that 62 truck with Beacon Waffles on the outside with Schroeder in behind him. So these guys, I'm hoping they settle down, they lock in. We've been getting about 5 to 6 cautions a night. And on this Monday series, we know the caliber of drivers can do better.
Yeah, we'll see. We had there's someone pulling off, going to go towards the back. Is that, who is that, Robert? Parker. Okay.
Looks like
Parker's
it was actually Don Francesco dropping to the back of the field.
Nicholas. Okay. Probably a safe choice for him right now if he doesn't lose the draft.
And, Wednesday night we saw the trucks in the big money race. That's where that 93 truck of Barker took the win. And then last Monday in the 87, or sorry, is Monday. I'm all confused. Let's pull up our top 3 standing.
Yeah, it was Monday in the 87s.
So Monday, yeah, it was Barker in the 87s grabbing the win at the line. There was a bunch of carnage there right at the end. After the review, Race Control reviewed it. They locked in that finish. So, that helped Barker move up to 3rd in the standings and be in contention for the championship. And then Wednesday, is it Wednesday? Wednesday in the trucks.
We're bringing it tonight.
Yeah, we were bringing it tonight. We were Talladega, and Ben Parson grabbed the cash there with Sprinkle just in tow and Tolleson in 3rd. But Parson just kind of had a clear field in front of him. No real challengers, but, we're 3 laps into this race tonight, and it's looking like these drivers are settled in and just being patient right now.
Don Francisco is really off the pace there. I don't know if he meant to fall back and get back in line, or if maybe he was just in a little traffic perhaps. But he is, as you can see, about a quarter lap behind the rest of these guys.
Yeah, he's 6 seconds back on the timing tower, so I don't know what I think right now, but we might be able to go back and take a look at where he fell off. Got time. I think there's nothing crazy happening, I'm gonna grab this right here. Gonna just do a quick replay, and we're gonna fire this off really fast. We're gonna see if we can figure out what happened with that 24. So this is just after the green. So, right when we were both rambling, Chris, you noticed that the 24 had dropped to the back. So it looks like he's just pulling off.
Yeah.
Right,
I wonder if he did not mean to fall off as far as he did. But anyway, he's back there. I can't imagine we would go the entire race without a caution, but he has a safe cushion, at least, to avoid any wrecking.
And our current leader now, he's on the bottom line. So they're shuffling the 48 of Schroeder on the outside, the 33 of Parson, the winner of Wednesday night's race, doing pretty well. Doing pretty well in finishing after his technical difficulties. But, Ben is one of our drivers on camp. So he's looking all serious there.
Very serious.
3 wide.
The MetaQuest 3 there looking good.
Looks like Fox, Giordano, and Park are on the outside. They put the trucks 3 wide, locked in, and were able to use that 3rd lane to bolster themselves into the front of the 2nd lane. Now there's only two packs.
2 packs.
So interesting enough here, Chris, is they're calm, but they're a little bit spicy.
Yeah, no, these guys are settled in right now. It's kind of nice. Lap 7. What was the estimated fuel window? Sure, you said it, and I'm sure I forgot it.
Pretty sure we're looking around like 17-ish laps. I think that's kind of where we are with 60% fuel. We're gonna have to kind of see, but it really is going to be a pretty much a 2 pit stop race if we stay green. We're gonna move around a little bit. Go off the hood, if I get the camera right, of the 48 machine.
Schroeder has his Yankees paint. Doesn't have the Jets this time.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, I mean, I can dig the paint. I have respect for the Yankees. I'm a Dodger fan. But, yeah, right on.
And kind of gives you a good perspective off the hood here. And you can see Schroeder's wheel inputs as they navigate the turn down the backstretch, and he's maintaining a safe gap in front of him, which is what I like. These guys aren't bumping and banging very hard. You see Schroeder lifting off the gas there, not to engage the bumper of Ledford.
And you know what's interesting? Look at his hand placement on the steering wheel. It's a little different than what I do, but not to say that I do it right. I'm pretty much like at 10 and 2 and then just, you know, turn the wheel according. He's got it a little different.
I like to call that the gangster lean.
Hey, Schroeder has delivered some good performances, so whatever it takes. Just something to point out.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think it's a cool perspective that we're able to see these drivers, see what they're doing, how they're doing it, and it's kind of translating to that real-time video where you get to see those moves on the track.
Yeah, no, for sure. We have Pam Park in the chat, Robert. She's shouting out Dan. And Ryan Warp shouting out Vegan Waffles.
Dan Park, Josh Fox, and Aiden Giordano working that high side still. And they came from about the middle of the pack, joined forces. Some would say they were the extreme force. The extreme force of 3 on the outside. And I don't know if they're going to give up that outside groove, Chris.
Who is that? They're two paired together. Who is the pair that's towards the back? That's Barker, I think, right? Barker and... lost it in the...
Barker and Tolson. Just chilling back there, but looking good doing it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with what they're doing right now.
And, you know, it's pretty tight up front. And, ooh. Saw a little blink out from... who's on the bottom lane? I think Josh Fox. No, it's Giordano. Somebody blinked out on the bottom.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
And, you know, Parsons got shuffled back to about the 6th spot. And you can see the 114 of Decker charging up on the outside. Park drops to the bottom. So we got Decker, Ledford, and Mintner on the outside. So Mintner in that 25 machine, repping the Cigar Time Lounge, partner of the 33 of Parsons. Good battling up front, and 12 laps have already gone, Chris.
I know. We're getting close to hopefully our green flag pit stop. We'll see.
And, you know, shout out to Track Cams 22 for these beautiful angles, giving you everything that you can see. Make sure that you're clicking on that gearbox at the bottom right-hand side and watch it in 4K.
Ooh, almost opened up a that third lane, I should say, 3 wide.
Ledford drops to the bottom too, right? So it's funny to see that second lane fall back, but Park jumps to the outside of Ledford, and you see the 05 of Sanchez now shuffling up front. You know who we haven't seen yet is our current points leader of Seabrands. It's actually sitting in the 13th spot.
Yeah, I thought he started reasonably well in 5th there. We saw this last week, though, where these guys just shuffle around a lot. So, I mean, you know, at lap 14, where anyone is at now doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, you know, the only thing that really matters is the last few laps. So now we're taking a look at Charles Mintner leading that outside groove with teammate Ben Parson in behind him as they go through the corner.
Charles is using the MetaQuest 2. That's pretty good.
Down the front stretch through the dogleg. Ledford jumps back up front. Pretty sure Ledford wants around the 01 machine. But you can see he's locked right in on that bumper of Ledford. And in behind, got that teammate of Ben Parson. These guys have done an excellent job, but we're coming up to that pit window, Chris. Lap 15 coming across the line to start lap 16.
Robert, would you allow me to be a nerd?
Oh, man. You know the gearbox game ain't the same, brother.
No, I wanted you to go back to what you were at.
Where?
The tailgate cam. Look at the reflection on that spoiler as they come through the lights. You don't see it just yet.
Right? Meow?
Right about, well, yeah, right about there. See that? That's pretty cool. Like I said, sorry, I'm a nerd, but that's pretty nice detail.
I'm staring down that glass of scotch with a couple rocks in it. I don't know about you looking at shine, and I'm looking at rocks.
I was looking at that shine right there. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
pretty
super
nice.
Cool. Super cool. Well, you know, all the best to that 25 machine as it's winding down. Looks like he's on a G20 or a 920 or a G29, maybe even a 27 wheel. So, pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Some of these drivers have some really nice stuff. Some, you know, might not. Some of these drivers are just really talented. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter what equipment you use. And that's what I like. It's just, you know, practice and practice.
Yeah, and practice was what counts. So every 2 hours, every race night, 2 hours before the race, Roughneck Racing hosts a practice session for these guys to get together and, you know, bump and grind in a safe environment. So, you know, they are turning laps, they are locked in, and this is why we're seeing kind of the success of tonight, 18 laps in with no cautions. And I don't know if the 01 of Ledford is lifting out, but there is no reason that outside line should be stalling the way it is. You could just see him backing up down the stretch. And makes zero sense to me what's going on. But we're going to go back up front. We're going to check on our current leader, 3 Machine Dan Park. Leading some laps tonight in the Super Speedway Series. I don't think he's grabbed a win in the Super Speedway Series, but we know he's done well in the Truck Series. So we're going to take a look at our top 3 finishers real quick. Flash them on the screen. Dalton Steele's got wins. Seabrands, David Overstreet, first time win at Roughneck Racing. Parson, Barker. So, you know, a bunch of familiar names there, but no wins here in the Super Series for Dan Park.
Well, Robert, we're at lap 19 right now, so these guys are going to be pretty thirsty for fuel, I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, we got to be getting close.
We have a Lindsay Ostromensky in the chat rooting on Mr. Michael from Precision Fence and Gates.
We'll check
we
in.
got Kristen Tolleson. She's here as well, rooting on her dad.
Yeah, well, first 5 takers into the pits. So got Park, Fox, Giordano, Barker, Tolleson, and Wagoner as well. So I didn't even see Wagner jump in, but
That was a quick stop.
you just need a splash of gas and you gotta go. Maybe too quick. He's trying to catch that pack, but you know, Barker and Tolson can't see him because we're mediocre broadcasts. But they're coming out here from this random TV angle. And the next batch of trucks coming in, meow. And that's not a small batch. That's huge.
No.
Man, that's
Good
got to
job
be...
on the entry, though. Those guys looked really sorted out and comfortable coming in.
Yeah, that is everyone. That's completed the entire pit cycle, Chris. So based on that, we got 30 laps to go. So a tank of fuel is approximately 20. Black flag, Dalton Steele.
2 of them, Don Francesco as well.
Likely a speeding penalty. So they're going to get a drive-through in the pits. What's going to be interesting here is we got the pack of 3, the Extreme Force 3, up to speed already. Dan Park leading the charge. These guys might get their way back right up front where they were running before the pit cycle. Off the nose of Dan Park. And it looks like they lost a little bit of steam. You can see that first pack of trucks up there. That's Sanchez, Schroeder, and Seabrands up front. So, I mean, kind of super cool to see that this team, no stranger to being up front, Sanchez, Schroeder, and Seabrands, having the best pit cycle.
Yeah, and were they in the first batch or the second batch? It was difficult to see.
Yeah, they were in the second batch. The first batch was all of 5 cars. So Fox, Giordano, Park, Wagner, Barker, and Tolleson. So that's 6. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the gap here. You can see that this first pack of trucks has about a 1.4 second lead over the second pack of trucks, but it looks like they're shuffling and fighting. We're gonna go back to that second pack. 6 trucks in that pack, or is that 7? I can't see. Count them for me, Chris. Squint one eye, buddy.
I'm gonna say it's 7.
So
shoot, it might be more than 7. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's a handful. We'll say 7.
yeah, it's a couple more. It's more. It's yeah. It's a little bit
It's a
bigger.
baker's dozen. Oh wait.
Yeah, so once again, you know, shout out to Wagner's Welding, series sponsor of season 10 of both the Super Series and the Truck Series. We're race number 8 here at Daytona in the Super Series, and, you know, we're approaching halfway to the race, Chris.
That pack of 7 should catch those other guys, right? That pack of 3.
Well, if you remember just a few moments ago, we said the gap was about 1.5 seconds. They're at 1.6. So I'm going to do what I do best, is mediocre broadcasting. And I'm going to show this gap here. So last lap, they lost half a tenth to that lead pack. So right now they're just closing in a little bit. You see the gap from Park to Sanchez, 1.4 seconds. So if they stay nose to tail and they've got the 3 trucks in front that are capable of doing it, that 3 machine, the 1 machine, and the 15, they know how to draft together. Now 1.2. So, you know, Chris, you're making me a liar. They're catching them.
That's okay, buddy. I was going to point out Sanchez in the lead right now. We see Sanchez and Schroeder working together a lot. And they're paired up together and they're in the lead. So that'll perhaps give us some excitement.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of excitement already. And what has got me more excited is we just had some green flag stops. It looks like, you know, the third pack of trucks that's further down the line. That's Parsons, Wagner. I think Hurst is in there. Hearst is the next group of trucks, so we'll go to them a little bit further back. So, I mean, this is probably the most strategically calm race we could have here, but if things are to stay the same right now, the top 10 trucks, they're all grouped up now, are pretty much, you know, we're looking at a potential winner in this group of trucks right here. If we stay green, it's going to be very hard for the pack in behind, so we're going to drop to that pack. That's a 2 of Richardson leading that.
And they do not have to stop again?
No, they do. So we pitted at approximately lap 20. Pull that up. And you can see 6 and 7 laps. So, you know, about 18 laps of fuel in the tank. So they're going to have to pit around lap 36. So that's 14 laps to go. But where people or teams may gain time is that you might see that group that's further back is that they may have took more fuel now to take less later.
I saw tires already on that first stop. I'm kind of surprised. I always thought the old saying was like, you don't really need tires at Daytona.
Yeah, I mean, you don't.
Okay.
But you can take them.
I was right about something.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. We're all human, Chris.
See.
You put one, you know, one sock on at a time, unless you have 4 hands.
Friendship.
Lindsay Stromensky in the chat. She wants to know how everyone's doing. Lindsay, I don't know when you started to tune in, but race is going good. We're almost halfway through it. We have not had any cautions. We've seen 1 green flag pit stop, and several packs are on track. And I'll tell you what, Robert, how about we go to a track map and let's see where everyone is in relation to each other.
So right
There
now,
you
you can see that first pack is crossing the line at the bottom of the track map. The second pack crossing it now. And the third pack with Straminsky, and you can see that beast on camera right meow.
I can't wait.
He just entering turn 1, so definitely locked in there, but, you know, that's a whole lot of man, so, you know, easy
I'd like
on
to
the
shake
eyes.
his hand.
Yeah, or maybe you can just shake one of his fingies.
Sure.
But doing a good job here, I think, overall for these drivers. Definitely nice to see how smooth we are, and you know, just shout out to Precision Fence and Gates for the sponsorship this season for season 10 in both series.
Looks like a pretty sweet rig, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, the fence money is good money, you know?
It is.
Checking in on the 98 machine of Eric Copperthorne, chilling in 18th. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens, you know, with these guys as the next pit cycle comes. But that's a 68 of David Overstreet on the outside. You commented last time we were checking on the 98 machine about that F1 wheel.
I did.
And you said, you know, you raced with an F1 wheel forever. And what are your thoughts? Like, do you prefer having an oval wheel now, or do you miss the F1 wheel? Do you even race anymore?
Please. I raced over the weekend.
You didn't call me.
You don't race anymore.
I race all the time.
No. Well, let's save this for off the broadcast. So, what I like about the F1 wheel is I like having all the buttons. But, you know, ever since I got the round wheel, I use the round wheel for, you know, NASCAR racing, and I just have to rely on the button box. So I'm not as comfortable with it. But the F1 wheel is certainly nice to just have all the buttons, like, right there. That's my my 2 cents.
Okay. I accept your 2 cents.
Yes, thank you.
So let's just take a look at lap times with these guys in the catch. It looks like this pack is running about, they're trading lap times, it seems, right? Like sometimes they're faster, sometimes they're slower, but they're showing a catch in 70 laps. They're 7.6 seconds behind. That's a lot. So I think, when we start to see that next pit cycle, I wonder what's going to happen, Chris.
Go to the 58 at Johnny Hurst.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That was up front, man.
I'm living in a nightmare.
Oh, man.
Hey, what happened?
Let's figure it out.
Yeah, depression is real. Having such a good race, man. Go ahead and see what happened. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on here?
Oh, whoa.
Back it up. Looks like we might have had a bad bumpy. Up front with Fox. So it's Park and Giordano in front, I think, of the one machine of Josh Fox. Oh, Park. Did he clip the apron?
God!
Back it
Oh
up.
my god!
Back that up. I'm going to try to grab the 3 machine. Get a little bit closer. Do you want to get closer? Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's life.
I mean, in
That's,
those
unruly.
in those situations, like, where do you go? Ooh, damage for
Ooh.
Sanchez.
I'm still gonna send it.
Yeah, but send it, but damage for a lot of those guys. I just more time. Who was involved? So Sanchez not really able to see what was in front. Gets a little bump into the 1, and then still full send. Gets Sanchez gets into the 01 of Ledford. Schroeder tags the 505 of Sanchez, and look at Seabrands down on the bottom, but slight contact.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
Yeah,
That's rough.
a little hurtful. We're gonna go back to live action. Ooh,
Yeesh.
Waffles just.
I'm pissed now.
There's gonna be some fast repairs used, but
Gonna have to.
I don't have a choice. So we missed the pit stop. Doesn't matter. Pits don't matter here. We basically, Chris, we're gonna have 16 laps to go. That basically means that we got enough fuel to go to the end.
Well, we're kind of reset then here. We got enough gas, fresh tires. Everyone's all snuggled up together.
Yeah, I don't know if being snuggled up is good.
Well, I mean, these are your friends.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just in case you're bored on Wednesday night, and I know you are, of course you are, we'll be live again for race number 8 for the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, I like New Hampshire, Chris, just in case you're wondering.
I was. And I'm not going to be bored because I'll be there with you.
Oh, dang. Hey, girl.
Oh, dang.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting track. It's primarily, flat. The second and third groove have a little bit of bank, so it's really going to call on these drivers to drive it and wheel it. So there was a practice the other night. We saw some trucks out at practice, and it's gonna be a dang show. So make sure you're tuning in at 7:25 on Wednesday night for Race number 8 of the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series in partnership with Precision Fencing Gates and Ipswich-based Soap Company. So,
I'll meet you there. How's that sound?
yeah, baby.
Checking in the chat, we have FW Racing. This looks too clean for Daytona. Well, they must have wrote that before the wreck. So we're back. And let's see here. We got, and you know who this is because I forget, Belva Feltz.
I do not know who that is.
That's one way to wipe everyone up, and then that'll buff out. Sure will.
Yeah,
Sure
I mean,
will.
I'm not sure when, Dan Park and that 3 machine was cutting down, I think sometimes you cut down, you misjudge where that apron is, and he definitely clipped the apron, and once you clip it and you're doing 180 miles an hour, 185 miles an hour, you're not grabbing that thing too easy.
You need to clip it, in other words.
Gotta snip it, clip it, something like that. Is that what we're going for?
Oh, no.
Okay. Don't forget to get your cats and dogs spayed and neutered, sir.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see. Hey, Vinny's in the chat. He's saying hi to us. Vinny, shout out. Thank you. Let's see. Where is Aiden at?
Good question.
Where is Aiden at?
In 22nd right now, so he got a little banged up in that caution. He was a part of that lead pack. So Aiden suffering a little tough love of Roughneck Racing as teammate Dan Park flipped the apron and he was right in front of him. We're going to back up to the leaders here. Decker gets a great start with the 62 Levy in behind. Ledford on the outside forgets where the gas pedal is and falls a few truck lengths back.
Hey, let's make it strategic.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Hey, Charles Minter in the chat and racing. Pretty good. He says, let's go racing, boys.
He's showing a lap down. Wonder what happened.
What happened? And Vinny's back. He says he got back from New Hampshire 4 hours ago, so he's probably settling in, watching his son race. And we always love the Giordano family. So good to see you, Vinny.
Oh, one of Ledford drops to the bottom and drifting up a little bit on the exit of 4 as they come down the front stretch to complete lap number 35 or 6. I don't know how to count.
Okay.
Ooh, truck in the wall.
Oh, wowzers.
Oh my God!
That's no good.
Yeah, baby, it's not.
Here we go.
I'm gonna pull this back up here. I'm just gonna grab a random spot because, we saw this in the last 2 races. Is that the restarts were buggering up, so we can see that the 3 truck here hanging back from, the back of the field. The one of Josh Fox moves up, but I think the contact is further up. There we go. And wait till they drive by. And it's the 118 of Shane Moore. And who's that?
Is it? It's not Copperthorne, is it?
No.
With the ocean spray?
David Overstreet. We're going to back it up one more time and do a better job as we strive from mediocre to medium-oker. And we're on board here with David Overstreet. I'm going to hit play. And there's no reason David Overstreet should have this much of a run. So, we're going to bracket up one more time. And you can see just... he gets a big draft, so this is actually 1 lap after the restart, but there's a checkup. And Overstreet looks 3 wide, goes to lift, and just clips the 118s. Like, I thought it was on
So
the
why don't we-
restart.
Why don't we jump into 118?
And see how he gets
They call
bamboozled.
that the old Ramaroo is what they call that one.
Yeah. The non-consensual Ramaroo.
Ramaroo.
Is it real?
So, yeah, just a little bit of a checkup up front. And allows Overstreet to get a good jump. And engage Ramaroo.
Engaged.
And I didn't see anyone else getting all
Give me a
tore
hell
up.
yeah!
Huh.
Yeah. That's a bummer, as they say.
Yeah, we'll go back to liver action. And just like that, you know, we went from no cautions to 2 cautions. And a little bit of heartbreak. For sure. Man,
Well, have we lost anyone? Is anyone out of this race yet?
I don't believe it's so.
That
We
would
might-
be nice.
Actually, we have Chris
Oh.
Hogue off the track. And Sanchez off the track. And now we got Lucky Dog. Charles Mintner getting his spot back up as he's going to be wrapping himself around the field to get back on the lead lap. So good job by Mintner for being patient and waiting it out. So I'm not sure how he went a lap down, but it doesn't matter now because he's back on the lead lap.
It's crazy. Sanchez is a lap down, and he was in the, not the lead, but I want to say like the lead pack there, first, second, or third. I don't know. Shoot, 10 laps ago. So easy come, easy go, unfortunately.
Yeah, man. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, you know? But Travis Decker up front. Shout out to newcomer, that 114 truck in the league. We interviewed him before.
I don't believe so.
He's got a 2nd place finish in race number 4. So, you know, Decker doing a good job. I think he's shown a lot of speed. So happy to see that he's been up front doing the dance and making himself known in roughneck racing.
I'm known in a lot of leagues as something.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
We have an exciting top 10 at the moment. I'm kind of digging that.
Yeah, let's take a look at the trucks in the top 10 on the right-hand side of the screen. So, Decker, Levy, Richardson, Ledford, Parson, Wheeldon, Hurst, Schroeder, Copperthorne, and Steven Shue. It's kind of been quiet for that 00 truck.
Yeah, we'll see what materializes. How about that?
How about Cash Me Outside?
Yeah.
How about that?
Hey, does Tim Richardson have a cam on him tonight? The number
Nope.
2? No
Apparently,
cam?
he threw it on the ground, stomped on it, and he's in progress of buying a new one.
He looked so good last week.
Sliding his DMs, baby. Topless Tim takes
I'll give him
requests.
some suggestions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, kind of scary there with Ben Parson in 5th at the moment with 10 laps to go.
So on cam now as they go green off the hood of Schroeder.
I'd like to see his restart on cam, or maybe I'll do it next time.
And
A shout out to Ipswich Bay Soap Company in the 98 right there. Looking good.
not sure what happened. The cam dropped for a second. You know, I think he started 8th. And we can see how that outside line is marching forward a little bit, but big checkups. Decker gets lost on the bottom, but you know what? You know what, Chris?
Yeah. What's up?
Back to TV1. You know, the 2 of Tim Richardson. I don't know how it got up there so dang fast, but he's leading that outside groove, and he's getting pushed by the 62 of Levy with the 01 of Ledford in behind. And every time we see Tim up front, they call him Topless Tim, but also No Luck Tim.
Hot, 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 hot.
You call him No Luck Tim, huh?
Yeah. 9 laps to go. Currently leading. Get to retro rips or registered rips. Let's go off his hood. Registered retro. His gaming pals. And off
Like it.
Off the bumper. Or off the truck deck.
What's your favorite retro game? Do you have one?
Me?
No. Yeah, what's your favorite old school game?
I'm gonna go really old.
Yeah.
And if you picking up what I'm putting down, we can be friends forever.
Okay, I'll be 100% honest. I have a game in my mind. I'm not going to lie about it.
Okay, one of my favoriteest games of my childhood. I used to be an RPG.
We're not going to say the same thing. I know it. But
No,
go ahead,
we're
buddy.
definitely not. They're 3 wide, about 10 cars back. That's the 30 of James Wagner on the outside. Anyways, I used to be a big RPG guy, so I'm going to stay away from those titles. I loved a lot of those. One of my old school favorite games was from Nintendo. It's called River City Ransom.
I'm going to have to Google it. I never heard of it.
Basically, you were a hoodlum. You walked up and down the street. You beat people up for money, and then you bought like brass knuckles and stuff like that. And
That's
you
called
like
Grand Theft Auto 0.1.
yeah, 8-bit Grand Theft Auto. Schroeder on the outside, 3 wide. Ledford on the bottom. Man, she's spicing up front. And here comes Wagner in behind the 48 of Schroeder. And just like that,
Hot.
we're talking trash about video games, and then we got a race.
This is a race.
Yeah, these guys, like, you know, if you're going to battle for position, this is when you do it. You know, you got to go. Ledford now leading the bottom line of the trucks. 58 of Hurst in second. Decker in front of Richardson and Schroeder, Wagner, Park, Waffles, Fox, and Giordano in the third groove. That's a strong third line.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting now to see these guys all packed
And look-
together with 3 lanes.
Look at that. The third line just popped off in the action alerts. It's just taken the lead. And Wagner on the bumper of Schroeder. He's going to have to watch his temperatures. And I can't believe the third lane just suffocated the second lane out. Now that's some racing.
You want to know my favorite game? Retro game?
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
Ms.
Go.
Pac-Man.
What?
Ms. Pac-Man.
Get it. Just disconnect. Did you seriously just say that live?
Yeah, that's a
Oh!
retro arcade game.
That is super retro. Like OG retro. You know what other
Yeah.
one I like? If we're going that hardcore retro, I used to do 1947 all the time.
Yeah. I think it was called 1941, but yeah, no, I love it too.
Yeah, like those, and like even
Oh.
like
Oh man, I thought we were gonna see a spin.
yeah, we're talking smack, and these guys
Okay.
they're banging.
We'll get back to it, but yeah, so retro gaming is super fun.
And they've settled down up front. 4 laps to go. It looks like these guys needed a moment to breathe, and that the 3 formation has backed right up. You got Waffles in the 18 machine starting to get on the bumper of Park, and it looks like Parson is leading that second line. Wagner shuffled back there in behind the 15 of Giordano. He's running tight to the wall. But these
Parsons
guys,
getting a nice push.
yeah, baby. And he's
Yeah,
side
baby.
drafting.
He might make his way up to the front.
Yeah, I mean, he's no stranger, and you're going to see him locked in right here. And he's got Shane Welding jumped up to the high side. Yeah, oh!
Oh, man, it was too good to be true.
Man, and you know what? Look at how calm he stayed in VR.
I know, dude.
And no reaction. Man's a tank. And we saw it live. We don't do things live too often, but we saw it live.
We saw it live. We saw him live.
Yeah, but you know, modern day detectives, we are. And we're going to have to just kind of figure things out. Tough break for the 33 of Ben Parson because it looked like he had one heck of a run. But we're showing a crash here with the 30 machine of Wagner. So it's already starting. We're going to go ahead, grab a different view. I don't know how they got all bundled up. And here we go. It's looking like we're going to see a bad push. Yeah. So,
Ooh.
we'll back that up one more time. We're going to go to the 3 machine of Dan Park. And 3 machine of Dan Park, I don't think he gets a double bump. Technical term, just in case you're wondering. But
A double bump. Okay.
yeah, he's right on the bumper of Parson. And, you know, he can't really see where Welding is. So Welding's in front of Parson. And just right there, Parson gets off the bumper of Welding. And as he does,
It looked like he sort of came out, and then as he made his way back in,
Yeah.
there probably just wasn't enough room.
well, it's almost like the 3 of Park got Parson loose and then snapped him into the wall, leaving nowhere. Oh, look at that move by that 1 machine. Josh Fox, just heads up avoidance. And, you know, since we got time in this mediocre show, we're going to give the fans what they want, Chris. Now watch this reaction.
It's nice.
Smooth as butter, baby. And if you remember both the money races, and I'm sure you do, Chris, Josh Fox was in contention for both of them right at the end. So this guy is a super speedway threat. And oh man, look who's up front. The 1 machine of Ledford. He's been up front all night tonight, Chris. And I don't know. You know, we're in GWC territory. Meow. I don't know if we're going to be talking to him in the booth.
He's doing well. We've talked to him before, and I'm pretty excited that we have Hurst up front and Copperthorne and Schroeder, Decker, Levy. Some of these guys are not always on the podium, so it's kind of cool here. Levy, Barker, we talked to him, last week? Shane Welding, C. Brands, who's leading the championship right now, is in 9th. Foster. So this could make for an exciting finish.
Absolutely. You know, just paying attention to Lapson's pit. We've had, was it 1 caution? 2 cautions. This will be the second. Ledford, Hirsch, Schroeder, Copperthorne, Decker, Levy, Wheeldon, Barker, Foster, Seabrands, Viken, 17 laps on few. We know the window is right around there. If we see multiple green-white checkers, it might have them sucking on fumes.
Well, then that would drop Josh Fox into contention then.
That'll bring him right back up. But, you know, just trolling over the chat, shout out to Vinny G. Techno Bowl. You familiar with that one, Chris?
Oh, yeah, that one was great.
That's
That
like
one was great.
one of like the first football games, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tecmo Bowl was rad. Yeah, the first console we ever had in the house was the Atari 2600.
Oh, samesies.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Had some fun games. Combat, remember that? Did you have Combat? Your
No,
little tank.
maybe I was a little young then.
Yeah, you were younger than me, but it was kind of like I think the game that came with it, maybe.
Yeah, I played pole position a lot. That's like why I'm so
Dude, I
good.
loved pole position.
That's why I'm so good at iRacing. I started before I could walk playing pole position.
Man, I used to play it in the like the arcade. Oh, loved it.
Oh yeah, that's sick. Oh, what a Ledford is the control car. He's lagging back from the pace truck. So this is going to be an interesting restart as this pace truck's getting ready to duck in. Our third caution of the night, and we're getting ready to go racing again. Ledford gets a great start. Quick shifts and drops to the bottom right away.
I like that move going down to the inside.
I don't know. Hurst and Copperthorne moving high and low.
He needs help.
There
There you go.
you might see 3 wide action here. Ledford blocking down the backstretch, moving all around.
Oh,
3 wide. Got Schroeder, Decker, Levy, and Copperthorne in behind.
I like Ledford just making that truck real wide, just making it tough to.
If
to
we
try
see
and
the
get around
white,
him.
it's official, baby. We're
Wants to
locked
hold
in.
that position.
There's the white.
Nice.
The only thing left now is grabbing a checkered. We don't know if that second line's going to come alive. Hurst jumps to the outside. They're 3 wide. Schroeder in the middle with Decker on the bottom. Levy and Copperthorne follow in. Hurst drops back. And look at the second groove. 3 wide. Ledford gets cooked. Schroeder, our new leader, getting pushed by the 62 of Levy. Wheeldon in the mix with Hurst jumping back. Hurst jumping down to the bottom. He gets below Wheeldon. He's got no help. Wrecking in behind. Woo!
Oh man, everyone is white.
And look at the top 4. They're just like, hey guys, let's just get across the line safely. Good job by the 48 of Schroeder. Locking in on his first win. Man, what an impressive finish.
You know what happened to that the backpack of cars,
Ego?
which I'm sure we'll get to.
Did ego happen?
Well, they got wasted, man.
Oh man. Let's back it up. Back it up, baby.
That was wild.
I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do this, but I don't know how to do it. So we're gonna stay here and gonna use the far shade. Oh!
Jeepers creepers.
We're gonna back it up, and I think I know where the contact was. The initial contact is right there. You're saying white whale Wobbit, and you can see we're on board with well, not on board with, but we're with the one of Josh Fox. Comes down slightly and pinches off Ledford, drifts back up the track, and right here. It's kind of like sharing real estate, but not really. They both kind of move into each other's spot. But this is where the Wagner's Welding truck sandwich occurs.
That's what keeps Wagner's Welding in business.
Yeah.
They have plenty of money to sponsor the broadcast because of incidents like this.
You know what? This is
Hey, there's Tollison. He almost makes it through. He's on the grass. I think he does make it through, actually.
Olson finishes 7th in this, but we might have to check on Josh Fox, but he crosses the line in a barrel roll. Like, I don't know how many flips that was. But just for, mediocre viewership, I think that's the most important is we're going to let this play.
Wow.
Yeah, that is wild.
Can you hit us with the wasted graphic?
For you, baby. Wasted is right. Let's take a quick break, and we'll go ahead and grab some interviews from our top 3, but definitely a wasted moment in amongst a beautiful finish for the top 5 trucks who broke away from that carnage. But tough wastedness for a bunch of the other trucks. Just barrel rolling. So
that's music to Wagner's Welding.
Yeah, get on that jig plate.
Wasted.
Do that dance, baby. We'll BRB.
At Wagoner's Welding, craftsmanship isn't just what we do, it's who we are. For over 25 years, Wagoner's Welding has been a family-owned business built on honesty, hard work, and treating every customer like family. Whether it's custom truck beds or ramps, heavy-duty fabrication, hydraulics, or precision repair work, every weld and every detail is crafted for strength, reliability, and long-lasting performance. We don't cut corners, we build quality that lasts, because your truck needs to work as hard as you do. When you want value, craftsmanship, and custom work done right the first time, choose the team that treats you like family. Visit Wagoner's Welding at 446 DeHart Church Road in North Wilkesboro, or call 336-670-3427 to see how we can get your job working for you. At Wagoner's Welding, craftsmanship isn't just what we do, it's who we are. For over 25 years, Wagoner's Welding has been a family-owned business built on honesty, hard work, and treating every customer like family. Whether it's custom truck beds or ramps, heavy-duty fabrication, hydraulics, or precision repair work, every weld and every detail is crafted for strength, reliability, and long-lasting performance. We don't cut corners, we build quality that lasts, because your truck needs to work as hard as you do. When you want value, craftsmanship, and custom work done right the first time, choose the team that treats you like family. Visit Wagoner's Welding at 446 DeHart Church Road in North Wilkesboro, or call 336-670-3427 to see how we can get your job working for you. At Wagoner's Welding, craftsmanship isn't just what we do, it's who we are. For over 25 years, Wagoner's Welding has been a family-owned business built on honesty, hard work, and treating every customer like family. Whether it's custom truck beds or ramps, heavy-duty fabrication, hydraulics, or precision repair work, every weld and every detail is crafted for strength, reliability, and long-lasting performance. We don't cut corners, we build quality that lasts, because your truck needs to work as hard as you do. When you want value, craftsmanship, and custom work done right the first time, choose the team that treats you like family. Visit Wagoner's Welding at 446 DeHart Church Road in North Wilkesboro, or call 336-670-3427 to see how we can get your job working for you.
All right, we're back. Race number 8 of the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series has concluded. And you're probably saying, hey, Rob and Chris, why don't you guys get on with the show? We got stuff to do. We want to hear from these drivers. Chris, I thought we had a beautiful finish there. A little bit of, great racing up front for the top 4 or 5 trucks, but then carnage in Carnageville in behind.
Yes, some folks got wasted. I would say a pretty good finish for some, not great for most.
Yeah, definitely not great for most at all. As we start to bring up these graphics, we're gonna be locking in for our 3rd place finisher first. Been a hot minute since I think we've talked to the 5 Machine. We're gonna go ahead and bring him on in. Right, meow. Wrong driver. All right, Shane, Robin, Chris, up in the booth. How's it feeling grabbing the P3 tonight? And
Well, since I haven't got to talk to you guys since season 4 last, that's how long it's been since I had a winner or a podium. It feels great.
it feels great.
Awesome. Congrats.
Well, nice to
Thanks.
hear from you, and good job at getting it done. It seems like you finally had the strategy that got you up front. You started a little bit further back in the field. You're about 13th, I believe. But take us through your night. What did you do to get up front at the end when it mattered most?
I just wanted to ride around the beginning of the race, get through the green flag pit stops, and just be there at the end. Have your fast repair at the end, and have a clean truck at the end, and then get aggressive late. I haven't had any luck in a long time, and it finally worked out.
Yeah, and I mean, you've been you have been a staple in the series, and we always see you on Monday and Wednesday nights, and I agree with you. Tonight luck was a friend of yours, and it got you the 3rd place finish, so it definitely has got to feel good. Do you think it's going to help you build on some confidence and momentum for the next upcoming races?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Some things I always see the bottom wide open, and I always dive down there, and then I get freight trained. So I just was disciplined on remaining at the top and just doing what I could. And when I seen Johnny come under me, I do a late block on him. Thank God he didn't wreck me. Thank him for thank him for having mercy. So it was a late block, and I just wanted the podium so bad that I was like, oh, it's gonna be now or never. So. But yeah, I'm just hoping this builds on. I missed a couple races because I was down and visited my son down in North Carolina, so I missed a couple races. So I got behind in the points, and I've just been steadily trying to work my way back up into the points. So this will help, and it feels great. I'm just so happy.
Yeah, man. I mean, I couldn't have wished a more deserving driver a good, strong finish. I hope you get, a couple spots more next time. But 3rd place is definitely something to brag about with the caliber of drivers. You're repping that 3rd place for Precision Fence and Gates. Chris, what do you want to say to Big Daddy Shane Weldon Sr.?
Shane, congratulations, buddy. Like Robert mentioned, it's good to see you have a nice race and see you on the podium. So super congratulations to you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, you always seem to race very well in the league, but don't always, get an opportunity to get on the podium. So it's nice to see you have a good race and, get on the podium and take 3rd place. We miss seeing your son tonight. How is he doing?
He's doing good. He's got like 5 kids, so he races when he can.
Yeah,
He's
I
doing
get
good.
that. Good to hear. It's always fun to see both of you guys on track. So we always
Yeah,
look forward to that.
It's fun. I love seeing him on the track with me. So this is something we can do together. We haven't got to do anything together since I coached him in football and wrestling. So this is great. This is fun when he comes out.
Oh, I would think so. Robert and I always talk about how fun it is to see like all of like the friends join in on the chat and family members that are tuning in to watch the drivers, and we're really big on all of that, family, friends, and I would imagine it's pretty super fun to have like your son doing this with you. So I don't know if he's watching live, but I'm sure he'll watch back the race at least and just see how well you did.
Yeah, he watched it. He already congratulated me for my third place. He watches the races. And it's just whenever I get to see him on the track, I just get all giddy.
Well, super cool. Robert, where are we off to next week?
Well, Chris, if we're to remain consistent, it's just better if you just never know and ask every time we have an interview.
That's yeah, I think so. Echo Park, one of my favorites. How do you feel about racing at Echo Park, Shane?
Survive. That's how I feel about it. Just try to survive.
It's definitely a narrow track, and you're not going to
Mhm.
really see the three wide racing. It's a tough to groove kind of show, so I'm hoping that in the next gen, we see some tire fall off. I want to see these tires fall off these cars,
Yeah.
and penalize somebody for carrying too much speed on entry.
Yeah. It's narrow. You go through the tri-oval. Both lanes move around back and forth. There's always a chance of getting hooked. Um, and I just did a all-star race at Echo Park in another league in the ARCA series and finished 7th. So I'm hoping that momentum from that night rolls over to next week.
Well, good. It sounds like you're comfortable at least at the track. A little bit of practice never hurts, of course, right?
No. Help practice always helps. Always makes the world go around.
Let me give you a chance here to give some thanks, any shout outs, flowers to anyone.
Hey, I just want to say I love wieners too because I got a house full of dachshunds. Every time I see your hat, I giggle. I want to thank the sponsors. I want to thank you. I want to thank Wagoner Welding, Precision Fence and Gate, Eric Copperthorne Soap Company. I can't remember the name of it. Sorry. I
Ipswich
want
Bay.
Ipswich Bay. Yep. I want to thank my sponsors, Peter and Stacy Slowick, Slowick Stuff Antiques Collectibles. They're awesome. They help me out a lot. They watch all the broadcasts. They're always in chat talking. Great people. My friend Woody, Jeff Woods, he's always in chat watching. My son Junior for watching. I want to thank Ronster Wraps, does all my paints on my trucks and cars. They look freaking great. Poffick Maine Coon, Nick Boyd's little business he got going on. Just thank you guys and thank Dougie's dad for sponsoring and Dougie and Johnny and the admins and Jeremy. Just it's just an amazing night. I just freaking love it. Thank you for everything.
Man, we're super excited for you. Thanks for the kind words for everyone that you just shouted out. And yeah, we're pumped up for you. So tell your son hello, and we look forward to seeing you next week, and maybe your son as well. Okay.
Yeah, I've told you guys this before. My wife's not big into iRacing, but when I was getting caught up on all the league stuff when I first joined, I was watching you guys all your broadcasts. My wife sat there and she watched them with me. She's like, I love these guys. They're hilarious. I'm like, I know they're great, aren't they?
Well,
we
we
have our
appreciate it.
moments. We have our moments.
Yeah,
I don't.
we have our moments. They're
Yeah.
very yeah, they're very few, but we try and entertain anyway. Shane, thanks so much. I'm glad you had a great race, and we will see you next week. Okay.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Can't wait to see you next week.
Okay. Take care.
Yep. Bye.
All right. So moving along, I think this is going to be a first time interview for us, Chris. We got Les Levy in the booth with Chris and Rob. Les, is this our first interview?
Yeah, it probably is, guys. I only run this part time, so I think it's the first time you had me up here, so much appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations. You started up front. You kind of bounced around through the pack all night. So why don't you just kind of tell us about, how the accidents played out for you, how your pit stops played out for you. And yeah, you grabbed second. We know you finished. So tell us a bit about your race.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, well, thought I had a good queue time. Thought that pole might hold, and the wind plays a big factor here, so I got nipped there. But that's still a pretty good starting spot, and sometimes a little easier at Daytona to come out of that spot the first one with the bump. And I don't know, ran pretty good. Seemed to avoid most of the wreck. There was that one big one I kind of squeaked over the grass somehow, and got through that. I didn't even pick up any damage, which was amazing. Never used that old magic fast repair. Pit stops were so. Almost ran in with a teammate. Almost killed Seabrands at one, or he killed me. But came out I think 10th on that one. Just kind of ran back there, and kind of got to save the car to the end, and see if you can get a look at it, or push somebody in a no, or just get a good finish. I'm not running for points, so last thing I want to do is cause a big problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, running for podiums is definitely an accolade in itself to pull it off here for the drivers within season 10. Chris and I were having a passionate debate, and we're going to ask you to weigh in on it now. Are you an old school gamer, Les? Do you have a favorite old school game that you played as like a younger individual growing up?
Well, now how old are you defining old school game, boys? Because I go back to old school games when we didn't have computers for games and shit like that.
Oh, what'd you do? Snakes and ladders? Like, where are we going?
Oh no, yeah, we're talking
Jacks.
asteroids, pole
They
position.
were playing jacks.
Oh no, you got to get into Pac-Man, the real old school stuff.
That's what we were talking about. We're that old.
All right, man, I might have you beat. I got most people beat that I race with.
Yeah,
But,
Chris is 67 and I'm 12. No.
All right, well you're 12, Chris. Chris is truly 67. He's one of the few guys that's got me beat, Chris. So congrats. Congrats on collecting that Social Security already.
Yeah, I'm retired. I've been retired for
I don't even know if he started to retire. I think that's a benchmark there.
I retired back in April.
Oh,
Hey,
congrats, man.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, no.
So, what is your favorite game, really quick, then, since Robert had to ask?
Oh God, if I went all back, I probably can't imagine how many quarters I threw down in a pole position machine.
Oh, that's cool.
Put enough. It was either drink beer, play pole position, and not go to classes at IU.
Oh, cool, man.
That's all three of those sound wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I think it's interesting. We talked about Atari, and I went to Nintendo because that was more of my era. Like I was a little too young for Atari, so I don't remember everything. But
Atari 2600, baby.
Yeah,
we covered all these things. When you watch back the broadcast, you'll hear us.
Yeah, and
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I mean, Les, not as much luck for your teammates tonight, but they've definitely, like, your entire team has done really well. So that's nice to see. You're a second place finisher for Precision Fence and Gates. I'm going to throw over to Chris. What do you want to say to new retiree Les?
Just congratulations, Les. A really nice race. We've comment on your truck every so often just because you got the Oreo paint, and I like paints that have delicious snacks on them, so I'm a fan of your truck. Yeah, just a nice job. I know it a lot of it is just kind of like right place, right time, but you did it. You got on the podium, and it is a pleasure to chat with you and talk retro games and just have a little bit of fun. So you don't make all of the races, you said. You try and you're here and there sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate the comment on the paint scheme. It's actually one, I'm supporting another teammate in a Sunday night league. He runs the blue Oreo Ritz car, so I got a clearance for my regular sponsor, which is Tim Haley's EatMyInk.com, to run a special scheme and support him, and just didn't get time to change back to the old one tonight. So hopefully my sponsor isn't going to see that broadcast and go, "Where's my truck?"
You can't brag and say, "Hey man, you got to watch the race. I took second place." And
No, he's going to be watching this one. I got to jump into in a few minutes in the next gens, and hopefully he'll be pleased with that one.
all right, well, we'll let you go. Let me just hopefully you can make next week's race at Echo Park. And let me just give you a second here to just if you have any thanks, shout outs, flowers you want to give.
Yeah, sure thing. First off, thanks to the guys that put this league together. That's an underestimated art, and there's a good reason why I've always stayed away from doing that, except one mistake I tried and then backed out fast. So it's a lot of work. You guys in the booth, I mean, I don't think you probably ever get the credit that you do to put this all together. The sponsors for the league, of course, you guys know the names. I don't, but we'll give them all the gratitude, and teammates, everybody that races here, which is great. And last but not least, the Ricky Bobby Foundation for People Challenge to Go Fast. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks for everything, Les. Thanks for the kind words. Good luck in your next race, and we'll see you on track.
Appreciate it, guys. Good luck.
Okay.
Be safe.
All right, Chris, we're in the final countdown, but you know what? Tonight we're going to have a first ever. You know what that is, Chris?
A first ever?
Yeah.
Well, I know what it is, but I don't know what the first is. So,
I'm so excited!
why don't you just tell me?
Yeah, baby. We're going to do our first ever video interview.
Oh, yes, that'll be
baby.
rad.
We're going to be bringing in first place finisher tonight, Andrew Schroeder. Andrew, am I saying your last name right? Because I've said it a bunch now. I feel like it's right, but I don't know.
Yes, you are. A lot of people don't, but yeah, you're right on. Spot on. You're good.
Man, that Canadian
You're good.
power has got to
There
be
you go.
special, right? But you're our Ipswich Bay Soap Company winner tonight. Hats off to you for the win. So take us a bit through your race. I'm gonna kind of turn on some things at the same time. But
Yeah, I'm not really a qualifier. I like to hang out in the back, but tonight running with Rick and everybody and Les. I decided to run, and I got a good starting spot, and just kind of hung out. Got left out a few times, but good race, man. I really thoroughly enjoyed over here. It was we almost had 2 green flag stops, so it's hard to find in a lot of super speedway leagues anymore. Um, but yeah, great race, and yeah, I needed that. It's been a while since I've won anything.
yeah, I mean, your camera just dropped off there, so we lost you, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have satellite internet, so it's raining, so probably why.
I blame Chris when those things happen, so you should just
Mhm.
gravitate towards that. Blame Chris too.
Yeah,
I'll
But
take
it's
it.
your fault.
looking at your races since your inception into the league, it's been kind of a pleasure watching you race because you've been navigating the field quite well, and I think tonight was your night, and strategy played out for you. But what do you think about the rest of the season? Do you think that this is something that I said it earlier. Is this something that you're going to be like, damn, roughneck racers, get out of my way? Schroeder's coming, boys. Like, I'm a truck to beat. Is that what you're saying to yourself after a night?
No, I try to race everybody I race everybody the way they race me, and that's just it's easier to win races when you have friends than if everybody hates you. So yeah, I just I want to before I forget, I want to thank Les. He's a teammate. They've been racing with Les, Rick Seabrands, Rick Sanchez, Dave Overstreet. We've all been racing for years together. So it's nice to have somewhere that we all can enjoy, and it's been really good over here. I think what's this week 4 or 5? I lost track.
Well, this is
But it's
race 8, but I don't know if you have full
oh
attendance
see,
because I'm a mediocre broadcaster. So,
I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure I do. I've been running this on Wednesdays, so
yeah, you're
yeah, it's
currently sitting in 8th in points. So, I haven't updated the points stat. So,
okay.
I mean, you're sitting squint one eye, 24 points out of first with our drop weeks. 5 races left. Well, that 4 races left now because tonight's
Right.
complete. You definitely have a shot at the championship, and I think one thing that you mentioned is having a great place to race with a great group of drivers with a great group of friends, and that's to me one thing that I think we've seen consistently is your team work together well, and be competitive. So,
We race a lot together. We race a lot together, so we all kind of, we all have bad nights here and there, but we all know kind of how we can push each other. And like we're going from we leave this race, and we're going right into another one here in a few minutes. So yeah, it's good to have guys that who can push you, know how to push them. So yeah, it was a great run. We had that last run there on that restart. I was yelling at Les because he was pushing me to the guy in front of me, and he wasn't doing it on purpose on the start. And I had to lift and got a really bad start, and he was like, "Just shut up and let me push you." And I was anticipating the 58 there behind the leader. He was showing that he was going to move up, and I said to myself, if he moves up too high, I got to get my nose in there because if I don't, that's going to be my only shot. And he did it, and I made it work. And that's one of those things. I don't know if I could do it again if I tried, but I felt like that. And then Les just pushing and not giving up. Man, was just everybody ran clean up front. When I made that move on the 58, he easily could have just come back down and cleared us all out. Man, he was aware, he saw it, and he gave me the room. So kudos to him. I don't know where he finished, but kudos to him for giving us the room.
he finished 4th, actually.
Did he? Good for him. Good for
Yeah,
him.
he's actually one of the sexiest men in the league. So we're waiting for him to embrace the camera and show us all that love that he has. But you had a great
Yeah.
run tonight. One question I'll ask you, it's about your paint. Chat banned. Are you chat banned?
No, I made that paint. I have been. I mean,
Who
but
hasn't?
I'm a big Jet fan and I'm a Yankees fan, but I wanted something. I always run my Jet stuff, and I wanted something different tonight. And I haven't ran that paint in a long time, and I never took it off the chat band stuff off there. Because when you get into an official, you can't apologize to somebody for making a mistake, and then they think you're. So at least if they see chat band, they'll be like, all right, maybe he just can't say anything. But
Yeah, man.
It was a while ago. I try not to do that anymore, but yeah, it's I'll probably be running this Yankees paint for a while now because it seems to be good luck
Yeah, I
here on
mean,
out. We'll see.
congrats to
And
you
probably,
again.
honestly, the Jets will probably disappoint me by the end of September, and I'll hate them again anyway. So we'll see.
But you never know. But you're tonight's winner, the Ipswich Bay
Yes.
Sub Company winner
Mm.
in our winner circle. There, you're just crossing the line. I'm going to throw it over to you, Chris. What do you want to say to Mr. Schrotta?
Andrew, congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
I won't keep you long. I know you have another race to get to. You did a great job. We see you race very well consistently. You just haven't had a podium, unfortunately. So you got it done tonight. You usually work very well with Sanchez. We see you guys paired up together.
Yep. He's a
And
good friend.
yeah, so that's cool.
Hmm.
And it was cool that you had your cam tonight too. That was pretty fun. I
Yeah,
had
I
made
didn't know
it.
if it was gonna work, but I got it working. I think I have
Yeah.
satellite internet, so depending on weather, it could be a little spotty.
Are you using your cell phone or you have like a webcam?
Starlink.
Oh,
I'm in the middle of nowhere, so there's that's all you can get.
no, but I mean,
So
are you?
unfortunately, the weather.
What's your
Oh
recording
no, I have a
device?
webcam, just a regular,
Okay,
like a $10 Amazon webcam.
cool. I made a
Yeah.
comment on your like hand placement when you were turning the wheel. A little bit different than like how I do it. Not to say that I do anything correctly in iRacing, but I kind of hold the wheel like a 10 and 2 and just turn. And you had your hand like your top hand positioned a little bit differently. So I haven't seen that before.
Well, I mean, I used to race street stocks in real life that way, but I
Ooh.
have a really bad shoulder injury, so it's just like sometimes it gets uncomfortable holding it, 10 and 2. And I'll tend to run it 10 to 2 if I'm in a pack because you can feel like a little more, I guess, sensitivity. But usually if I'm running too wide or by myself, I'll do that shift back and forth because it's just easier on my shoulder. And hey,
Yeah.
it sucks getting old. Getting old's not fun.
Well, we're going to Echo Park next week. How do you feel about Echo Park?
I like old Atlanta, but I'm sure it'll be fun. It's still better than not racing, right? It's not one of my favorites, but we'll figure we'll probably start in the back there and just kind of we'll see. We'll see what the plan is.
Okay. Well, let me give you a chance here to give some thanks, shout outs, flowers to anyone. I know you got to get going.
Thanks to the sponsors, Wagner's Welding. Pardon me if I don't know everybody because I'm new here, but I know there's Wagner's Welding. There's the soap. I don't remember. Apologize. And there's the
Ipswich Bay
fence.
Soap
That's it.
Company.
And then the fence. Oh my God. I've sat before all this with you guys, and I'm like, I'm gonna remember this. And like I said, getting old sucks.
Precision fences and gates. I'll shout
Precision
them out for you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Especially my teammates, Rick Sanchez, Rick Seabrands, David Overstreet, especially Les tonight, man. Les did a hell of a job. Even though I yelled at him on that restart, he told me to shut the F up, we'll do this, and we did it. So, they're a great group of guys. I love them all, man. We've been racing for years, and the admins, you guys, everybody does such a great job. It's very welcoming over here.
I normally tell
Awesome.
Chris to
Thank
shut
you.
up, but not when we're racing because we've never raced really.
I was yelling. It was the nerves. They all on that restart. I was yelling at him. I'm going, why would you? Because he was starting to hit me before we got to the line. And I didn't want the guy in front of me to think I was trying to. And like I said, I was just yelling at him. But this is how we all race. We race together so much. It's like a family, So
And there's the
That's
movie.
right.
sometimes you gotta tell your
58.
brother to shut the f up sometimes. So
And what's your race tonight? Last question. What are you doing right now?
we're going into it's OP Super Speedway. We're going into it's I think it's a championship race. I'm not in the points here. Next gen, and these guys like to run '08. They do a switch between '08, New Daytona, Dega, and Atlanta. So I hate '08 more than anything, but I got to help teammates out. So
Okay. Well,
nope.
it's great to chat with you finally, and super cool to chat a webcam as well.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you next week. All right. Best of luck to
Yep.
you.
Thank you guys. You guys do a great job. Thanks
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you, Andrew.
Congrats on the win
Bye,
again.
buddy.
Yes, thanks.
congrats.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. All right, Chris, we're in the final countdown of countdowning things for race number 8. The points is heating up here. I'm excited to see what the rest of the season has to bring. we've had just such an array of challengers in the field.
Yes, we have. I'm messing
I
with my camera. Can you see me?
Yeah, yeah, you zoomed in, baby.
Oh no! I gotta sit further back.
You could have just left it alone. Oh, mediocre broadcasting. We do it live.
Hey, it's new, right? There
Yeah.
we go. You get a nice full shot of me and my hat.
Yeah, I got
All
a
right.
hat, too.
Yeah, sorry. I broke concentration with my messing of my cam. Yeah, no. Lots of fun stuff. I wasn't listening to you. It was a fun race. We saw at least one green flag pit stop.
Yeah, I think we haven't. Have we had one of those this season? I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. But, the dynamic in the Super Speedway series. At the start of the season, you remember a lot of drivers were kind of storming, forming, and norming. I'll use that businessy term. And now we've seen some more norming, especially after the money race, where that was just chaos. And now we saw green flag pit stops tonight. So I was super happy to see the green flag.
Yeah, and we almost got to a second one. Almost.
But
no, yeah, a good time. Always a good time. And we saw, we saw some cars getting wasted there at the end.
Yeah, a lot of wasted cars. I think that was kind of cool overall. I don't have the stats updated just yet for the points battle, but we'll talk about that on Wednesday night because we know everybody watching right now is going to just tune on in. I mean, it's Wednesday night. If you're not spending it with Rob and Chris, what are you doing? What is your life?
It's not worth anything.
It's not. It's not at all. But Wednesday night, we touched on it earlier. Let's take a quick look at the points. So, that's the truck points. Oh man, I messed it up.
Mediocre broadcasting.
Did I mess it up? Let me squint one eye. I feel like I messed it up.
How do I unzoom my camera, by the way?
That's a good question. I actually did mess up the truck point. I
All over the place.
I grabbed the super speedway points instead of the truck points, but in the truck points right now, I'll just talk about it very briefly. We got Barry Tolson, stretch Barry Tolson, the season of Barry leading the truck points. He's got a 14-point lead over Dalton Steele at 170. Daniel Park in third, Hurst in fourth, Parson in fifth in the truck point. So despite Parsons' technical issues at the start of the season, he's actually in contention potentially for a championship if he's able to maintain consistency.
Yeah, he's been doing well ever since he said he got his stuff sorted out. He says he feels pretty comfortable.
So we'll be at New Hampshire. I like New Hampshire. It's kind of like, I would say, one of my top 15 kind of tracks because of the amount of, I'm going to call it driver skill it requires. Like, you can't just run a cookie cutter line. It's not a speedway, more of a short track style. So it's kind of like, Milwaukee Mile where you're hooking the berm, the bottom of the track, but New Hampshire, you're running that second and third groove. So I think we're going to see some great racing.
Awesome. I'll be in the mood for it.
I hope so. Are you
I'll be
always
in the mood for some great racing?
You're always in the mood for great racing.
Great racing.
Yeah, just a great racing. We'll pull up the results really quickly as soon as I find the icon I have to press. And just for viewability only, we're going to turn off our beautiful faces so we can see everything. And, we talked to some newcomers tonight in the booth. I think we've had one interview before with Shane Wheeldon Sr. He finished in the podium. So it was nice to hear his energy, his positivity on that great finish. Les Levy, first time interview for him, second place finish. And then first time winner at Roughneck Racing for the Wagoner's Welding Super Speedway Series is Andrew Schroeder. Same thing, just both those drivers commemorating the camaraderie in the league. And I think that's something to be said. Most laps led, Ledford. Our charger goes out to Johnny Hurst. He almost grabbed, victory there with 18 spots gained. Fastest lap, I think Ledford, he did a great job, but suffering carnage at the end. Barker, not where he wanted to scratch head. Looking for him in the results there, finishing 22nd on the night, but great racing up front, Chris. 16 lead changes with 10 different leaders, 1 GWC, and what do we have? 3 cautions?
I think 4. I don't know.
I don't know. But
I don't know, man.
I don't know. But great finish at the end. We saw the top 5 trucks cross the line clean, and then we saw Connor Jim behind. So in the 4th spot, we just mentioned Johnny Hurst, 5th, Travis Decker, 6th, Blake Waffles, vegan, the only vegan in iRacing to exist. Barry Stretch Tolson having a great run. Driving through the heavens a couple times to make his way through the field. Grabbing 7th, Aiden Giordano 8th, Dalton Steele 9th, and David Overstreet grabbing 10th. Chris, great racing overall. Do you have any Jerry Springer final thoughts that we should touch on before we sign off for the night?
I hope that Josh Fox, who did about 8 rolls at the end? I hope he's okay.
Hope he's okay, man.
I hope they called in the helicopter for him.
Yeah, me too. But Outlier TV bringing you the most. Shout out to our sponsors tonight. Wagner's Welding, our primary sponsor. Shout out to Precision Fence and Gates and Ipswich-based SoapCo. They make it all possible for everyone to view Outlier TV. So much love and respect for our sponsors of Roughneck Racing making it possible. And I guess I'm Robert Warrens. You see me tonight. Hi. Chris, I turned on your camera, but it's blacked out. I guess you.
Yeah, I didn't want to be all zoomed in, man. There, I'm zoomed in again.
What did you do, man?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
You probably have to completely rejoin, but you know what? You still you still look beautiful to me, baby.
Thank you.
But once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Chris, as always, I think we enjoy each other too much. Our wives might be envious of parts of our relationship. Obviously, not all of it, but parts of it for sure.
It's possible. I'll find out.
All right. Well, the big wave. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Chris, I don't know if you want to hit your funny soundboard and play something funny before I hit.
I have to. I got to load up some more. I don't know if I gotta get a play out, but I don't have one. So,
just make sure we don't get banned from you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll find something. So yeah, no, I'll load up something good, and yeah, we'll play us out next week.
All right. Well, arrivederci, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Do that over here. We're Outlier TV, and see you Wednesday.
Bye, Robert.
Bye. My favorite laugh. Bye.